Hi, this is Dr. Lanier, and I want to start the day off talking about student loan repayment programs for dentists. Now, if you're a dentist and you have, like most dental students graduating now, $400,000 in student loans to pay back, then I want to tell you how you can start off and get $100,000 towards paying off some of that debt. Well, the NHSC, and this is federal, the National Health Service Corps, along with California, because we're in the state of California. My offices are in Central California. And we now have approved sites, NHSC approved sites. You have to work at what is called an approved site in a designated shortage area. And if you contact us at kids2dentist.com/SLRP or State Loan Repayment Program, Student Loan Repayment Program, then we can guide you. And I have Michelle on board. She's an expert. She's the one that processed everything, got us approved. So she can help you a lot with this. But this is a lot of money. The program actually guarantees $50,000 if you're full-time working in one of these offices, shortage area. And I, Dr. Lanier, and my organization, Kids to Dentists, if you stay on for 2 years, we need you for more, or we want you for more, because sometimes you don't want someone to come back. But if you want to stay and you want to come back, we want you back, then we'll guarantee the other $50,000. Either we'll pay it or we could get you approved by the feds or the state to get the other $50,000. So, and not only that, some of the things I want to bring out is this. One, by being in these underserved areas, and I'm a former National Health Service Corps recipient myself. So I worked 4 years in the clinics in New Orleans in the housing project. But I learned so much, and especially I did a lot of pedo. So I learned to do pediatric dentistry and being a GP, because they had a pediatric dentist at the site when I got there, and then another GP. And when the pediatric dentist left, we searched out and found friends that were pediatric dentists, helped us, and I learned a lot. So one thing I learned is that you always learning is continuous, and especially if you're leaving dental school, or you've been working a little bit and working with adults and so forth, but now you switch to pediatric dentistry. We want you to be improving, because our standards are based on what a specialist would be doing. We're in these underserved areas where there are not a lot of specialists to provide this care to this underserved community, but we have some of the most beautiful facilities, and 3 of them that are already approved: Fresno, and then Visalia and Porterville. Fresno is close to Yosemite National Park. It's just a beautiful part of California, Central California. Fresno is close to Yosemite, and then Visalia and Porterville are close to Sequoia National Park. And if you've never seen the beautiful, great sequoias, or you've been up in Sequoia and Yosemite, you owe yourself that. And we're the farm agribusiness capital of the United States. It's just huge agribusiness capital there. So you get a chance. Plus, we're 2 hours or 3 hours from LA, depending which location, and about the same from San Francisco. You're in the middle. And the school system, the cost of living, it's just a great place to be. And you see how beautiful these offices are. In addition to that, we have an ongoing education program, and Dr. Brent Tucker, who's a board certified pediatric dentist with years of service in the underserved community, he does an ongoing training, and we do peer review. He reviews post-ops. He talks about it. He allows over the shoulder. So having him as a clinical director, it allows us to help. We have other pediatric dentists that are coming on board and that are with us. But for the GPs, it's an opportunity to learn and focus in this one area, specializing or limiting your practice to a certain area. is that you become very good at one thing. It's hard to think that you could do everything. You don't want to be doing dentures, implants, endo, cosmetics, and pediatrics. It's not going to work. And that's the reason you want to always pick a couple of things that you really can get good at and just focus on that. Eliminate the rest. Your niche, as they said, can make you rich. Your niche can make you rich. That's something I heard years ago. And if you focus on that and focus on a niche and just stay focused on that, it can bring you there. So we pick these areas because they are underserved. And that's the reason the government is pushing and paying these student loans to get people to come and serve these underserved areas. A lot of patients, a lot of them in need, and we can provide those services. And we need GPs because there's not enough specialists to go around and provide all of that. But we provide the doctors that can lead and help you with that. You don't want to be like a friend of mine say, he showed me a card, and on the card it says Joe Atman Services. And I was like, that's not your name, but it had it capitalized. And then I saw it was actually Joe Atman, Jack of all trades, master of none. And immediately I'm thinking, that's a bad card. You should get away from that. You don't ever want to be a jack of all trades and a master of nothing. You want to master something. You know, I remember back when I was a kid, cars were much more simpler, and they had places you ride by. You have radiator services, or you have alternator services, because back then, I don't know. Now you have to be computer specialists and so forth. And they have Volkswagen specialists. They have, whatever, Mercedes specialists. They don't cross up. But if you were back in the day and you needed some services and you knew your radiator was bad, you're not going to go to somebody to say, I'm a jack of all trades and master of none. You're going to go to the radiator guy. And the same thing when it comes down to dentistry. If somebody's looking and wants something done well, you want to go to someone who limits their practice to just that. And then I'm a salesperson. I'm a dentist and an entrepreneur, but my background comes from selling. I'm a marketing sales guy. I can market you if you have something that you limit, and you could say, I don't do this, I don't do that, but I'm damn good at this. And I'm going to say, I can promote you on that. But if you say I'm half-ass on everything, I can't really do anything well, but I'll try some of every damn thing, I don't want to promote you. I don't. Because I can't really get my head around anything to say that's really good about you, except for you're half-ass. And that's not a good thing to say. So let's focus on that. But if you want to be a part of what we're doing, there's a cutoff date and so forth. So just go to that kids2dentist.com SLRP, and I'll put you in touch with Michelle. She could tell you about the cutoff dates and so forth. We'll post some information and some links to more. And if you already did the application and you're approved, well, come check us out. Come out to Central California. I'll have my operations manager meet you and take you on a tour. And we're posting some things online. You can look at what we do in our online tour. But if you are interested, we'd love to have you.